Øistein, so you've been working with Achilles as part of that supplier journey. How do collaborations like this help turn sustainability ambition into something operational and measurable?
Coming back to my holistic perspective, we cannot look at our own business isolated. So that means that we need to look at responsibilities in our value chain as well. So that means that if I'm buying a product, I want to know more about how that product was made or kind of the footprint and impact of how that is done. And that means that we need to work with suppliers that kind of share our values, that share the follow regulations, and also operate in a sustainable way. In order to do that, we wanted to do a due diligence of our suppliers to make sure that we have the good suppliers that we can relate to. In addition to that, there's also been a new regulation in Norway, and I've seen it in other countries, and then there's a development of requirements to do a due diligence. And what that did is that it really initiated more formalities and requirements for documentation on how are you actually going to do that. And then we looked at, okay, how is going to solve that? And everyone was starting then to issue questionnaires back and forth to each other. So that means that if you're a supplier to the shipping industry, you will get 100 ship owners sending various different kind of their version of a questionnaire about how they are treating people, what's your policies on climate, what's the climate risk, what's the scope 3 emissions, all these kind of sustainability matters that is important for us to do and to follow the kind of the OECD guidelines of due diligence. So we thought that what if it was a one database or kind of one platform where all the suppliers can provide their data once, and I can go in there and pull out the data. And that means that if you're a supplier, you would have a lot of benefit because you can't answer only one. And for me, the benefit for me is that the data is there, so I don't need to maintain it. It's maintained by the supplier. And we could not really find a good solution before we found the solution from Achilles. And the benefit with Achilles is that is not something that is new and developed and sort of piggyback on the regulation. It's a system that has been there for a long period of time because of their interaction with the oil and gas industry. And that means that there's a lot of suppliers that is already on the platform. And that's one of the key reasons why we thought that this was something that would fit us. So is that when we uploaded the lists of our suppliers, we saw there was a great overlap. A lot of our suppliers was already there. Then we have this maritime network within Achilles customers that big ship owners and operators that collaborate together. We have, I guess, 50% overlap in our suppliers. And that means that the more ship owners and more operators that are using the same system, kind of almost agnostic to the provider, but let's say you have one system, then would have a lot of benefits. So that's why we are promoting that concept, and where we see that Achilles is something that a platform that are able to provide that for us.
Fantastic.